this week we are making this cute little lace number, this cute little black dress, and I'm gonna run you guys through it. So the first things that I did have to go get from the fabric store was the feather trims and stuff, and I got inspiration from a TikTok video of a girl making a lace dress similar but not the same. I'll link her in the description. And I basically used a heavier weight satin as well and a zip for our back. So you guys can decide if you want it invisible or not. I just made mine visible. And this beautiful lace. So this lace is also beaded, which I do not recommend if you aren't used to sewing, because I had to cut it out so I can get around it. Yeah, so this is number one, me cutting out our lining pieces, so the bottom of the skirt and our cups, and then also all the bias cut tapes that you need. I made mine around 5 centimeters wide, and then I went about cutting the pieces for my skirt. For the corset, I used a specific video to draft my block. I will link it in the description. If you guys follow that, you can make it to whatever your size is, and it will fit great, as well as the skirt block. So follow those and then continue with this video to know how to make this beautiful dress. So after I've cut everything out and cut out my bias strips as well, where we are going to cover our seams with if you are using lace. If you aren't using lace, you don't have to. You can just fold over your seams and stitch along the top to create the cage, but we'll get there. So these are all of my pieces laid out. The two bottom pieces of the skirt and my lace pieces, my waist pieces, the binded bias cut binding that I had to hand make, and I'll show you that now. And the cups, you can add padding by using batting, but I actually ended up using normal cups that I cut the wire out. So I am making my own bias tape binding, and I'm doing that with this little tool which you can get at a fabric store. And basically I'm using it and then folding what I had just made in half and ironing it down. Simple as that. So now you're going to attach all of your corset pieces together, or your bustier pieces, by the side seams. If you are using lace and want the seams with the bias binding on them to be at the top, then you are going to do it wrong side to wrong side. And if you want to close your seams off and have everything hidden on the inside of the garment, you'll be stitching right side to right side when you place your pieces down together. You are then now going to just iron everything flat. The reason I did not use a cloth to protect the fabric is because there's so many beads that I just wanted to see what was going on. But I do advise that you use a piece of your mock-up fabric just so you don't burn your fabric. So this is me putting on the binding or the bias tape in a way, and I'm doing that by just moving my seam allowance, which was ironed to one side, placing it on the top and stitching along the edges. So one side edge stitch and the other side edge stitch, and then cut off the excess. If you do want to put boning after this is the stage where you will put boning in. You will slip it into the cages. Make sure it's not too long, but for me, I did not want boning. It wasn't that serious. The dress fit me like a charm already, so I was okay with it. Then this is me just cutting off. If you see me cutting things, it's me cutting off the beads. Advising again, do not use a beaded fabric if you aren't used to it. I am placing my skirt side pieces together, and I'm stitching the seams, the side seams together on my seam allowance. Okay, so once your side seams are stitched together, remember to decide if you are going to do it right side to right side or wrong side to wrong side, depending on where you want your seam to be. I am adding my bias binding tape that I made along the top, and for me this is going to be on the inside now. I did like the whole layer of my seam showing on the bustier, but I don't want it at the side of the skirt, so I'm putting it inside and I'm just covering up my seams neatly. Make sure if you do have dots in your skirt to stitch the dots as well before we go along and attach the whole skirt to our bustier by the waist. So this is how mine looks. Neat, done. Now we're moving on. So now I am just going to prep my cups, and I've done one just to practice before showing you guys. So I am putting my cups by their notches, wrong side to wrong side, because we're making a French seam. And then I am folding it over again and then stitching along the seam again. And this time it is going to make a neat seam and have everything hidden on the inside, and also have no seam allowance or fray actually showing. This is great for lace or any other thin fabric. I did the same for the lining of our cups, as you can see. And then I am top stitching the seam that we had just made, the French seam we had just made, flat on the lining cups. I did not do this for the lace cups because obviously the stitch will show on the other side. Now that that's done, it should look like this, and it will look like this once we attach it by putting the two layers together. But this is how you attach it. So you're going to take your lace cup and make sure that your seams are matching up, and just pin it all around the curve of where the cup should be. I am doing this so the seam is going to the inside of the fabric, not the outside. But again, it's a preference, so you guys have to figure out if you want to put bias binding as well around the cups there, but I prefer not to do it there. So I stitched it right side to right side. And then you are basically just going to stitch your seam allowance, and your cups should look like this when they are on. Because it's lace, it doesn't show too much of the curve. The fabric is flimsy, but everything will come together, don't worry. So now we are going to stitch the lining of the cup to the seam allowance. So we are stitching it directly to where the seam allowance is. I'm just finding my notches here. I know I moved the camera just a slight bit, but here is me pinning everything together. I'm only attaching it to the seam allowance, so everything is hidden on the inside. Okay, so now you're going to follow the same stitch line that you did for the lace and go along that. You don't want to go over the line because it will show through, so make sure you guys keep around about exactly where the other stitch is, as if you were doing a stitch in the ditch. Cut off all the excess fabric on your seam by grating it, and make sure that it is even, so if it does show from the front that everything looks neat. Once you've done that, you have the option here of putting padding, but make sure if you do put padding that you don't put padding with a wire, and just put padding like padding you would find in a swimsuit. That's just the pad. And then you will top stitch around the edge of your curve. And now we are going to close off everything by adding our feathers or our feather trim to the top. So I am folding once the seam allowance in, and then I am pinning it onto the seam allowance of the trim. I'm taking my time with this, and I'm going to make 2 top stitching stitches to secure it. If you guys do have transparent fabric, this is what you will do. If you have a lining and fabric that isn't transparent, you can sandwich the trim between the lining and the front facing fabric, and you'll have no problem. You don't have to stress. But if you are using lace, please do this. Take your time and make it as neat as possible. Once that's done, this is how the pinning should look. And all we are going to do here is now top stitch after sandwiching our feather trim. The first part I did was the cup because I wanted to focus on edge stitching that really well by sandwiching it between my lining and my lace cup, folding in my seam allowance. So everything is neat in there and there's structure, and then going back to the sides and the rest of my panels and just top stitching neatly with knowing that my cup is already in place. So you're first going to stitch along the edge and then you are going to do a foot width away from that first stitch. And everything should look like this. You guys can see that there's more structure because I ended up putting padding. All I did was put the padding in between the lining and my lace, and it happened to be black. So find padding that matches the color of your lace. And then I'm putting bias binding tape at that little gap between the boobies. I made mine slightly wider than what the gap actually is. Don't do that because it annoys me when I look at the dress. It should be around 2 centimeters. Don't go over the line too much. Okay, so now that the bustier at the top is kind of done and you've put in your boning if you want boning, we are now going to attach the waist. I am stitching that wrong side to wrong side because we are going to put our bias binding tape at the top of that. So wrong side to wrong side, so it will look as if it's on the outside of the fabric. Iron it onto one side, and now you are going to place your bias binding that you've made for the waist along the top and stitch on both sides of the edge of the tape. Cut off any little threads that are loose, and that should be it. The top part of your dress should be done, and now we have to add the bottom part as well as the zip. So moving on to the bottom part of our dress, that is where our satin lining comes into place. Join your seams together as if you are making a French seam. So wrong side to wrong side, and then flip it over right side to right side and cover the edge of the seam you had just made. Once that is done, you are basically just going to top stitch layers of your feather trim onto your lining. I started off with the first one at the top, but you can build from the bottom. It is much easier. I was just afraid that I wouldn't have enough feathers at some stage and ended up starting from the top, working from the bottom, and then adding in between as I go. Once that is done, you are now going to attach that to the bottom of your lace dress that you have so far. Don't make any problems by going over any beads. If you have beaded fabric, make sure you cut everything out and then top stitch along the top. So one thing that I did end up doing towards the end that I didn't put here was I added a lining. So I attached it from the waist and it went all the way past the feathers, just so the dress isn't as transparent, and I made that lining out of the same lace. to keep the vibe of the dress and not make it too dark. If you are self-conscious or feel like it is too revealing, you can put either mesh, but it is not nice on the skin, or just put another layer of lace, or just satin that matches your skin, the nude of your skin tone. Then you will have to put your zip in along center back. Mind all the beads. Once again, I will put a zip video in the description if you guys do not know how to put a zip in. I just did a basic zip, and then I shortened my zip along the top and also secured it by folding it over. Now that our dress is done along the back as well as the bottom, I did my straps. Now the straps are completely optional if you guys want to do them. I basically folded my strap in half, so the 10 centimeters wide, I made it into 5 by folding it in half, right side to right side, and then turning it over using my loop turner, and then I stitched it closed along the top. Now I'm pinning my straps onto the dress to see where I would like them, if I like the width, and then I will stitch them into place. I folded and stitched them into place with 2 stitches as well as back tacking. You guys can put them between, if you have lining and you aren't using lace, your 2 fabrics. And that's it. I put 4 of them in, tied my little bows, and that is the final dress. I think it came out great. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I wish I could have made it slightly longer. As I said, that I did add a lining piece, which I will show you in the last little video clip, but everything turned out great. So I hope you guys have fun creating this. I hope you make it your own, and I shall see you guys next week. So please comment down below whether you guys want to see something specific for next week, if you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get us to 10K. Bye.